I want to tell y'all I apologize and I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but as far as this music stuff, I won't be doing this music stuff anymore. I started this because this was my dream, and you know, I wanted to make sure I could get me and my kids out the hood. It's always been my passion to rap. A while ago, I had signed a contract and I didn't know nothing about the business or this game out here. And just right now, I'm realizing that I signed my soul. I sold my soul to the devil. I signed myself to the devil. I don't even own myself no more. I sold my soul to the motherfucking devil, and I done prayed. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. You know, and it's just like, I don't know if God can get me out of this, you know, and it's just like to the point where I don't even know, like I just want to say I'm sorry to my fans. I know y'all love me. I know y'all believe in me, but I can't. I didn't know what I was doing back then, and I lost passion. I don't even believe that. I don't even believe in myself no more because of what I did. I did not know the game was like this.
2 hours later.
Diddy, and one thing about me, I feel like I'm Young Miami. I love when a nigga kiss me. That was a real bitch. Y'all scared to talk about what the y'all like, cause y'all so worried about what these gonna think. Baby, if you tell me, make sure along you get my hair done after. On me, pay my mouth. Let me on his mouth. Let me your mouth in your face. I wanna shit top of your hair and rub it in. I like to open my legs, squat my ass over his face, give me a nice little fart in.
She belongs to the streets.
Like in the past, I thought that if anything enters a hole, a man's hole, you know, I thought that's kind of gay. But then when I started talking about it, and we started talking about it, you know, before Josh came on the show, I was like, well, wait a minute. He doesn't want it from a man. He wants it from a woman. So then really it is not gay. Right. Just because it enters his ass doesn't mean it's a gay thing. So I had to rethink.
Yeah. So let me.
So is that how you feel?
Yeah, because that's the word gay gets just thrown around so much.
Mm-hmm.
And gay is just for men and women if you're attracted to the same sex.
Let's just say gay really mean happy. Let's just get that out the way. So all of y'all that's saying about it is happy. But go ahead.
The motherfucking hoes. Nigga, we at them though. Don't you act like a hoe. Hold on, bro. How I like bows. I act like so. I act like so. You mean that we blowing in? You know what it is? We gonna order us a bed. We ain't no shit. No shit. Let them hit. Let them hit it. Bitch, we no shit. We outside with some shit. We outside with some blue hat. Yeah, we bitch outside. Bro, don't jump my weed. Oh, shit.
How many people have you slept with?
I don't know. I have to check my list.
Fucking hell, you got a list?
Who doesn't?
Who does that? Alright.
I think it's like 22 or something.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Show the camera, show the camera.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
She a baddie, she show her panties. She shake it like jelly. 100 bands of Chanel, but I'm still shaking ass in a deli.
Proceed to the route.
Hey.
Huh? Sorry? Are you the police? What's the problem? Are you Canary Wharf police? What? Jerry, your pants on. What? He's never been survived by this many women at one time, that's why.
Hey.
You shush, you bastard! You shush! Go away. Go away. You never see this Evelyn Pringle in your life.
Hey.
Go away. Who's shushing, bro? Who are you shushing? Go away. Your friend is over there. Your friend has been gone.
Of course. I'm not gonna have the baby because I have herpes, and if I have her, yes, baby, I'm for real. I'm laughing, not laughing for everything, but I'm really for real. But you can't get it unless I get an outbreak. Sit all those sides. You can't get it. Look, you playing around. First of all, here's my something.
I really did have. Yo, hold up. I'm about to get sick.
She's not about to get sick.
Y'all know when you were running with that little
little tingle fit. You had a tingling feel, baby?
Bro, I had a whole cold sore on my lip, my nigga.
When?
For the first time ever in my life. And I'm like...
When?
When I said something to somebody like, oh, your sister might be out of whack. Yeah, my sister might of whack, alright. I've been eating your fucking pussy.
Baby, I'm for real. I do got it.
Baby, why would you do that to me, bro?
Because you cannot get it unless you have an outbreak.
Yes.
Unless I have an
outbreak. And now I had an outbreak on my motherfucking lip.
Nigga, I'm serious. You cannot get it unless I have an outbreak.
Sierra, you really got herpes?
Yes, I really do.
For real?
Come here, baby. That's being love.
No.
No, for real. I'm for real. I really do got it, y'all.
You got herpes? You was for real when you said that? So why would you... How the fuck somebody so clean like you got herpes?
Because it don't come from being dirty then, y'all. Y'all need to educate yourself on the sexual...
But you always talking about you... Babe, so that's why you don't want me to be using your lip stuff?
Babe, I'm not joking, though. That's what you playing around.
I'm dead ass.
My lip stuff.
No, that's why you told me, you said don't put your lip stuff on my lip stuff. That's why?
No. That's the Aquaphor.
Well, why wouldn't that be? Why? You want me to get it too?
Damn, no.
Sierra, you really got herpes.
Yes.
Why would you be in love with somebody that don't have herpes so you can give them herpes?
First of all, I didn't know I was going to fall in love with you. Babe, you laughing, but I'm for real. You laughing, but I'm really for real. I'm getting number Braxton head. Ooh.
Bro, I got herpes, bro. Somebody help me, please. You got herpes.
She isn't.
Do you love me?
Yes.
Will you do anything I tell you to do?
Yes.
Kiss me on the cheek. Go on the floor and kiss my shoes. Get wet for me.
Yes, master. Do you want me to do anything else for you?
Goodbye!
Welcome to the Thinking Man's Templar, the place where we say one red pill life followed ways, a billion blue pill lives, and where the soldiers can come in from the war, remove their armor, drop their swords, and have conversations with like-minded men. And indeed, gentlemen, once again, I'm at your service. And then in today's conversation, we talk about the infinite scope of actualized wisdom. We describe the mind of men who've seen it all, done it all, and got the movies and the pictures to keep the records. See, in this world, your mind is almost like the only thing that you have safeguard over, because the Most High controls everything else but your thoughts. The things that cross your mind in this world of madness are literally the only things you have that you can guard, like I said. So you think about your story. You think about your story as far as it spans back when you were a young boy and your memories became conscious. You had your memories of your childhood, your friends, your parents, your experiences, good and bad. You kept a record, a file, of everything up until this certain point in your life where things begin to change. All of those previous memories were umbrellaed by the mind that was corrupted, that you once possessed. Corrupted by the program, the things that taught you how to think, taught you how to exist, how to be. Your own beliefs were even questioned at times even though your own instincts told you otherwise. You kept a record. All of these things in perpetuity, forever and ever as you exist. And then you reach this final point in your life when something changed. The mind woke up. Everything was shattered. You were given a divine opportunity for a new beginning, a new way to operate your system. And from that point, I would like to describe it as a tidal wave, no, a tsunami of wisdom, all at once. Everything that you thought you knew, you realized you didn't. But then things that you had recorded in the past, they started to reveal themselves. Things that didn't quite have any meaning evolved into very meaningful moments of your life. Interactions with friends, your parents, the women that you dealt with. You developed this new thinking, this new record of your life. Sometimes you looked at it in embarrassment. Maybe sometimes you looked at it and were often proud. Sometimes you thought you got by the skin of your teeth. How did you even survive such a dangerous scenario in your ignorance? But you were blessed. You were divinely guarded. And then you reach this point in your life where everything and everyone has a new place. You now can orchestrate everything from this point because the wisdom you were granted has taken hold. It has given you a new spectrum, a new vector to measure everything by. It's almost like the wisdom has saved you, has reanimated you. You're now resurrected and reborn anew. And for that, you should give thanks to those who offered you a helping hand along the way. Those who given you a beacon, a lighthouse to guide you through it. But that infinite wisdom that you've gained, you must thank the Most High for before anything. Because for some reason you were chosen to know, you were chosen to see. Something He gave you, something He offered you as a gift. He salvaged you. While other men are still lost, maybe one day the Most High will grant them that actualized wisdom that we covet so dearly. It's something that I'll never ever regret having, even though at the time there was anger and rage entailed in that newfound wisdom. I looked out on the world with this angry idea that everyone was out to get me. And it often drove me into a hostile seclusion, almost into hiding. But once I emerged, I realized that there's really nothing to fear but fear itself. There was no one out to get me, because here was the thing. I now had the power. Just like Leroy in The Last Dragon, I realized that I had the power. All along, in all of these tales of my life, that I always was a master. I always had the right frame of mind. Even though it was bombarded by converse thinking and ideologies, I knew that something out there about what I thought made sense. But because you became alienated, people ostracized you, criticized your thinking points, it often pushed you back into a corner. Or often I would hold my tongue. I wouldn't bother with people. I wouldn't bother with the social interactions. I wouldn't bother with the debates. And for some reason, I'm still that way. But as I got older, I started to have more confidence in what I knew, because as us thinking men realized, and us actualized men realized, that everyone seems to be catching up to what we were thinking 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 years ago. The world is just now catching up. Our ideologies are becoming mainstream. The things that we once thought were taboo, now people are looking at it, and you look on your YouTube feed and it's nothing but the conversations that we once had. Now in their simple forms, as you look back on it, it's almost humorous to see what subjects people like to talk about, things that we've mulled over in our minds 1 billion times into oblivion and back. See, we've dissected it down to its molecule. We've moved on. We found a peaceful solitude, a peaceful space where we don't need all of that anymore. We just need little reminders and a little bit of fine tuning. And I wonder why. And I often realize that's why a lot of you are here now and listening to the sound of my voice. You just need a little bit of fine tuning, a little bit of reminders, maybe something to add on, as we used to say back in the 90s. When you have a conversation and someone adds another actual fact into it, they're adding on. So I often like to add on as well. Certain things that I see now, and we have all of the subject matter a man can have in the actualized world, but let me ask you this. Aren't you thankful you know what you know now, as opposed to just learning? Aren't you glad you've already got the hard part out of the way? Now you can look at things and realize there's nothing really out there that they're saying that you don't know. And there isn't really anything that you should be worried about, because all that comes your way, you already know the outcomes. You already know the scenarios. It's giving you a light, a shining light, something that guards you. You have a diamond heart, so to speak. You're unbreakable now. And that is a gift of peace. Something that gives you the ability to sleep well at night, while everyone else is living in the purge, losing their minds. You know that you're just a couple of more calculated steps away from your freedom, truly finding your way off the plantation, out of the matrix, so to speak, quote unquote, a term that we started to use that they already ruined it. But you know what I mean. That secret place where you can go and be alone, or be yourself, or be around like-minded individuals. And if you're blessed enough to find a woman that can understand and can learn and be taught and play her position, then you are truly blessed. And if you can even have friends that think like you, who have the same intellectual prowess and understanding of the world, then God has granted you one of the most divine gifts he can give a man. Allies. Real in the flesh allies. Now I know I can be considered one, but I'm trapped in the digital sphere where we're separated by cords, wires, and satellite connections. But that really isn't so bad now, is it? Because I still feel like you men are my brothers. I can see it in the comments, the things we agree on. It's easy to understand when we talk the way we talk. At this point, we've already mastered it. But you know, mastery never ends. The infinite scope of what you can know and understand will stretch beyond universes. And if you have the beautiful opportunity to pass that down to a child, then your wisdom will span beyond your lifetime. So never feel ungrateful for what you've been through. Never feel ungrateful for what you've seen, what you've encountered. Know that that was just a trial to lead you to the goal. And now you can sit on your golden throne with your crown and your shield and your sword at your side. And everything is at peace. All that you've gathered, all that you've gained, it helps you to sit on your throne with more knowledge, more wisdom, that anything comes, anyone breaks down your steel doors and makes their way into their throne room will be met by a barrage of understanding. You will be guarded at the highest order. And all of your men around you, all of your soldiers, all of your confidants, they all will fight in your name. Because some of these men you might have saved yourself. Or, in the converse, someone has saved you. And that man you promised to hold down for the rest of your life, because he's given you a new life. Even though at first I was just like you guys. I was fighting it off. I was shaking my head and closing my eyes. This can't be true. This can't be the world we exist in. But now, when we look online and we look on the news and TV, we can see what the world is when people aren't actualized in themselves. It's chaos. Constant misunderstanding, miscommunication, mindless debate, spinning around in circles like a dreidel. Never really getting to the point. Never really finding the goal. which is that freedom, that thing that you have now. Even though you interact with the outside world and you show your face every once in a while, you know, and I know, that you're untouchable. You know that they can't really get to you. Anyone that you allow near you has a limit. They have a border. Before, I don't think I really had any boundaries when it came to women and some people. But now those boundaries are like a fiery moat surrounding my castle. No one can enter, no one can get past. And I've secured them over the years. And I think that at this point, most of you men know that if you get this far, there's no turning back. You can't unsee what you've already seen. You can't unlearn what you already learned. And that wisdom that you'll gain from this point out, it will continue to guide your path. And you'll start realizing that you're not making as many emotional decisions. You're not doing too many things that'll alter your native, change your direction. Your path has already been set. And what you see down the horizon looks promising, so you continue on, as you should. You don't really feel as if you're going astray. But around you, you see plenty of people going astray, or already gone, falling off the cliff, holding hands like lemurs. See, this is the beauty of it, man. The infinite scope. There isn't really anything around you, 360 degrees, that can really infiltrate your mind, no matter how clever they try to wrap it up and use it in a form of subterfuge and skullduggery. You'll always be equipped for whatever crosses your desk, so to speak. You can always read it down and know the bullshit and know what it is, just like this new pandemic they're pushing down our throats around election time. We all know what that's going to be. More bullshit, more garbage, just to keep people confused and emotional, wearing their mask and scared of a pandemic. And the next world leader of the presidency is going to sit there and act like he's Superman, and he's going to be the one to save you with his I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that bullshit. And we already know what's coming. We already know how it's going to play out. And that wisdom right there will always be there to shield you from the nonsense we got coming. And something tells me it might get a little bit worse as time goes by. But I still have the confidence that I'll survive. I still feel like I'll make it. I don't feel like there's anything other than my physical body that will stop me. My mental is on lockdown. So it's good that they're getting more blatant. They're getting more egregious with their attempts to infiltrate the minds of the people. It's fine that they keep doing that, because that allows you to separate everything. You know the actualized and you know the sheep of the world. You know that regardless of what, people are just lost. They're like chickens with the head cut off. They don't know, they don't understand, and from that point on, there's really nothing you can do to save most of them, even if you tried. So I want you to keep that in mind as you keep walking down your path, that everything you know, the infinite scope of your actualized wisdom, is your shield. Everything that you've acquired has led you to this point. And in this point, you can celebrate, but not too much. Just know and look out on the forward thinking of life that you've already conquered the hardest parts. And that's taking control of your mind. Even though it might have taken you 20 years or 30 years to do so, it's a blessing to be here. And I'm blessed to be a part of it with you. Because as we keep going, we're going to keep learning and we're going to keep building. And all of the obstacles are going to begin to disappear. And you're going to find yourself on a fast track to where you want to be. As long as you embrace the wisdom that you have, use it as a tool, and understand it's a divine gift, and make sure the Most High gets his praise and gratitude for salvaging and saving your soul. Because all I see out here are people who aren't going to make it, unfortunately. They're going to be loved ones and friends, associates. It's going to be like Mad Max very soon. But as Mad Max did, he walked alone and he figured his way through it. And I have faith, enough faith, to know that regardless of what you see, and all this crap you see in these clips that I send, it's all laughable, it's comedy, because these are minds that are broken, devoid of actualization. And then you can see the difference between you and them. Because like Prodigy said, there's a war going on outside no man is safe from. You can hide, but you can't run forever. So know that one day you're gonna have to face all of this head on. And it's gonna get rough and it's gonna get dark. But one thing you can agree on is that whatever comes your way, you'll be able to think your way through it. You'll be able to figure it out. And in that, I hope in this commentary I can instill some confidence and peace in your heart. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're present. I appreciate all your support on YouTube and here. It's been a long journey. I've been doing this for about 6-7 years. And I'm just starting to now realize how much more work I have to do, how many more people I have to reach. And I just started to take this thing a little more serious, especially when it comes to YouTube and all of the bullshit. They offer me my monetization back, and I guess that I have a little more work to do. But I'm glad you men are already salvaged and on this side of the game. We'll continue to fight, and we'll continue to war, and we'll continue to save ourselves together. So I hope that you understand this message and it gets to you in good health and sound mind. That no matter what, the infinite scope of your actualized wisdom will always lead you to the path of freedom. And that's the truth. Once again, this is Thinking Man's Templar, the place where we say one red pill life flawed weighs a billion. No, let me change that. Welcome to this induction to another commentary by the Thinking Man's Templar, the place where we say one actualized mind flawed weighs a billion minds in captivity, and where the soldiers can come in from the war, remove their armor, drop their swords, and have conversations with like-minded men. And indeed, gentlemen, once again, I'm at your service to dispel the lies and bring forth the truth. And as I always say, walk in faith, keep the Most High close, and most importantly, cover your six.